Hello everybody and welcome back to Albert vs. the Asylum special Christmas episode. Woo! I am one of those weirdos that believes that Christmas is the best holiday of all the holidays. So today we're celebrating Christmas with an Asylum Christmas movie. Now, this one's a little bit fun, guys, because on the one hand, they're ripping off Home Alone. But they have a spin. They have their own spin on Home Alone. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Home Alone, but with a dog. And the best part of this movie is the name. In America, it's called Alone for Christmas, which is lame. Let's be real. But in other markets, such as European markets, this movie about a dog who is at home when the burglars break in and he has to save his family and his house from the burglars. Bone Alone. That's awesome! Bone Alone, ladies and gentlemen. It's Christmas time. Let's dig into it. Bone alone, bone all by yourself. A bone with no one else around except the elf on the shelf.
Who's there?
Okay, no, hold on just a second. I was not informed that this was going to be a talking animal movie. Suddenly, this has just become 10 times more awesome. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready now. I'm ready for the talking animals. Let's do this.
I know someone's out there. Show yourself, coward.
No, I wasn't ready. I said I was.
That looks good. I wonder who put that there.
I wasn't ready at all.
Hey, where's the dog? Shh, keep quiet.
Ooh, hello, my beauty.
Wow, I didn't know we were going to get to the Bone Alone stuff so fast.
The bone works like a charm every time.
It's all you need. Just the bone. The bone alone, if you will.
Who are those guys? Oh boy, I'm really in the doghouse now.
I keep telling him, Roger. I keep telling him. There's no way I'm going to poop in that toilet.
Psst, I heard something downstairs. Do not fear, young maiden. Your hero has...
Columbus, are you humping the Christmas tree again? Columbus, that's unspeakable. Just no. Okay, I gotta admit, that was pretty hot.
Quick!
Oh, it got on me, Columbus.
Columbus, it's a doll.
The parents in this family buy their Christmas toys from the thrift store. They're very cheap.
Bone, what did you do?
It's all in the name, lady.
Busted!
Oh, careful. Don't push yourself too hard. Yeah, take another bite of that
Brought down
Pop-Tart.
the whole tree. It was savage. Opened all the presents.
Well, neither one of those things are true.
The Nerf bazooka?
No, the real one. We got it off the Iranians dirt cheap.
There's barely been any snow this year, so it doesn't feel very merry anyway.
I'm a real 10-year-old saying things real 10-year-olds say to their real 10-year-old friends.
He's been acting wild lately.
No, honey, you got this. You're doing great.
I have to put my foot down. I am the boss. I am the head of this household.
You sure are, sweetie.
Dad! But we just moved to this house. He's gonna freak out.
Well,
Yeah.
Solid edit, guys. That definitely doesn't need any tweaking.
Mean, brutal mutts. I hear if a dog enters a big house wearing a sweater, he'll get shanked.
I'm just a real 10-year-old telling it how real 10-year-olds tell it.
We will be back before he even knows we left.
Bone isn't very observant anyway.
Long drive ahead of us, so get washed, dressed, and packed
I don't know where I left my pack up. Can you help me find it?
For the mice, I don't want this house destroyed before we have a chance to destroy it ourselves.
I know we said we'd destroy it last week, but it's been a real busy time, and we're gonna get around to it, I
this
promise.
house has old pipes.
Moving on out.
Moving on out
Faster we get
to
to
Grandma's
faster
house.
we get eggnog.
We'll finally get a piece of her pie.
You see a beware of dogs sign outside this house?
No.
That's because we're family pets.
And also because no one in the world is scared of you, you little punk.
I'm on brisk walks.
You're right. And from this day on, I promise to never act like a watchdog again.
Stupid watchdogs watching all over things.
Intruder!
You gotta watch out for those guys.
Your bag's ready.
Oh, happy holidays.
Oh, screw you and your war on Christmas, lady.
Yeah, I saw you had a hold on your mail, so, here.
Really?
Yeah, I saw you moved in the other week.
I'm a creepy stalker. You're hot.
Package here for you. Somebody stayed off the naughty list this year, I see.
I've got a package for you if you want to get on the naughty list, if you know what I mean.
Thank you. I wasn't sure it would get here before we left.
Left?
Oh, yes, we're going upstate to be with family for the holidays.
Also, here's my social security number, and I'm giving you power of attorney.
You to hold your mail for
I can
you?
trust you with that, right? Ah, yes, I see. One of those completely unmarked black mail vans.
Sugar.
Man, the budget cuts are really hitting the Postal Service hard. I see this is one of those unmarked mail vans with the steering wheel on the left side.
Kid with the bag, 2 o'clock.
Okay, but what do we do until then? That's the worst parking job I've ever seen.
Hey!
You brushed lightly against my bike, knocking it down. I think it scratched your paint, man. Should we exchange insurance or what?
I didn't see any sniper towers. More of a white dog collar prison.
Ah, yes, even more of that real 10-year-old humor. Kids really do say the darndest things, don't they?
Mommy, what do you think?
I love Bone just as much as you do, but he was bad.
We're still talking about the dog here, right?
All your presents.
Hello? Hello? Save yourselves!
Okay, that wasn't me. That's just how bad the voice acting is in this movie.
Who's the little guy?
Oh, Bone.
My wife's name was Bone.
Really?
I'm just kidding with you. You know what?
I'm glad I'm not the only one confused by this scene.
Okay, but just feel free, hang out and chill, okay? Oh, I'll be in the living room watching Clash of the Empires if you want to come out there and veg out or something.
Okay, let me just say, as someone who's actually seen Clash of the Empires, aka Age of Hobbits, no one has ever uttered this sentence, ever, in the history of sentences. I don't want to say that it's the Asylum's worst movie, but it's a contender.
Hi, I'm... Whoa, what did I...
He's a little spooked, man.
From me? I don't scare anyone.
Neither does he.
Is this some kind of weird free association dialogue I'm not understanding?
Go away!
Sure, but...
Go away!
Come on, let's leave him alone.
Wow, powerful scene. Just riveting.
Did you unplug?
I think we're just done with the Bone subplot.
And the lights
Just
are
put
on
such a
tenders.
great cap on it.
Taken care of.
And
I mean, I don't think there's anything else to say there, really.
How about we stop for a little hot chocolate?
we're only 4 hours from your parents' house. Let's not spoil the kids' appetites.
Because there's no way you can digest an entire cup of hot chocolate in 4 hours.
You know, isn't this fun?
Yeah.
Sitting here in the car, not listening to music, not drinking hot chocolate. It's the best!
So, what happened?
Happened, man?
To him?
Wait a minute, they're still having this
That's a
conversation?
messed up story.
He seems angry.
He should be. He lost his bite.
Well, not everyone can fight.
I know, but he doesn't know that.
I know what I know.
Oh, hey, Cupcake, I didn't notice you there.
What do you mean you didn't notice him there? You've been having this whole 3-hour conversation with Bone because Bone tried to talk to him and he wouldn't talk back. It's like you're not even paying attention to your own movie.
As punishment, I got sent here to this hippie commune doggy jail.
But at least it's better than being forced to watch this stupid movie.
No.
Hey, man, don't be so hard on yourself.
Let me do that.
200 robbers with big guns and a rocket and magic spells.
Please let that be the plot of the rest of this movie. I'm begging you. I'm triple begging you. Rockets and magic spells, but with dogs and Christmas. Yes, this is what the people want.
It was 3 idiot robbers who smelled like fish and body spray.
Fish? Body spray?
Yeah. Why?
I love fish and body spray.
Off Old Park. Why?
That's my street. I know someone that smells like fish.
You do?
Could be
Why?
the same guy.
Of course it's the same guy.
Why?
You are going to stay here for the rest of your life.
I think there's a 2-week limit, man.
That's what he said. For the rest of his
You
life.
have to go there. You have to stop them.
Stop them? How? I can't call 911. This room doesn't even have a phone. And we don't have thumbs!
Once again, I'm forced to point out that that wasn't me. This movie just gave itself a rim shot, which I wouldn't mind so much if it followed something that vaguely resembled humor.
What's the plan here again?
We're hiding from the warden.
Who, AAA? He's gonna know we're under here.
Under these blankets, we're completely invisible. It's common knowledge.
You know, this movie is really inconsistent with how smart its dogs are. I mean, on the one hand, they know about things like dialing 911 and even the name of the street that they live on, but they're not smart enough to come up with a better plan than hiding under a blanket?
Hey, strange dog, you ready?
This is our big chance. I'll make it count.
Also, why am I the strange one? You've known me for way longer than you've known Bone. Is it because I talk like a person doing a really bad impression of Christopher Walken? Why?
Go!
I'm tired. Run, Bone, run! Find your bite.
Meanwhile, on a bridge in the woods somewhere, a dog that resembles Bone chases a squirrel. Meanwhile, again at the Frosty Palace Cafe, a dog that doesn't resemble Bone gets a ride in a Mustang. Okay, real talk here, is this a prequel to Night of the Wild? Because the idea of all these dogs rising up against their idiot owners and killing them is one I can get behind.
You gotta help me get out. My brother's in trouble.
Why do they take the time to animate some of the dog's lips, but not all of the dog's lips? I mean, I get that it's probably time consuming to go in frame by frame and make the dog's mouths move, but if you're gonna be lazy some of the time, just go ahead and be lazy all of the time. At least then you'd be consistent.
Think, puppy, think. Parking brake.
So now the dogs know how to operate cars? Oh, great. That's just amazing. Honey, have we ever told you that we're ashamed of you and your life choices?
I believe Rudolph's nose glowed because he was raised next to a nuclear power plant.
Stop recycling jokes from the Mercenaries movie.
Nearly there. Got it. Uh-oh.
What do you mean, uh-oh? You pushed the parking brake. Are you trying to tell me that you knew to push the parking brake, but don't know what it would do? I wish this movie would just pick an intelligence level for its dogs and stick to it. Meanwhile, at exactly the same place we were before,
The bumper scratch.
not sure what the point of that establishing shot was.
It's Columbus.
There he is.
How could you possibly see that? The dog was like 800 feet away and covered in a blanket. I'm calling it. That girl's a cyborg. I cannot get past the fact that this guy has actual mail in his van. He really works for the Postal Service. It just makes so little sense on so many levels.
If anybody sees an easy make oven,
Commandeering this. Thank you.
The only two black people in the movie, and they just got their skateboard stolen by a dog.
Right.
I don't know how to feel about that.
Still want TVs, laptops?
Electronics are okay.
Swing.
technically the easy make oven is powered by an electric light bulb.
Was this kid physically incapable of saying easy make? Did they have to awkwardly redub the line every time in ADR?
I don't recognize this van.
I recognize all the other cars on the street, but not this van.
It smells like fish and body spray.
Listen,
Jake.
not every body scent can be a winner. Sometimes you get Chanel No. 5, sometimes you get Axe fish scent.
Come
on.
The ADR in this movie is so bad that somehow the talking people are less believable than the talking dogs. The burglars try to rob Bones' house, but Bones sets off like 800 car alarms, scaring them back into their van.
How about we do something fun like go caroling?
Today is optimal. We hold on and we wait out the alarms.
Also, nobody goes caroling in mid-afternoon, Doug. It's weird.
They'll fall for this.
He scratched at the board for like 2 seconds, and then the board was partially sawed through, and then someone threw a rug in from off frame. I don't understand what's going on in this scene.
This will be a washout.
I can't believe the Asylum is finally giving me the cheesy action one-liners I've been begging for. And they're from a dog.
Hope this sticks with them.
Personally, I would have tried to work unbearable in there, but sticks with them works too.
Hot sauce facial balls.
Well, that time you just told us what you were planning.
Hope this raises their pulses.
And that doesn't even make sense.
Game's afoot.
Oh, the game is afoot? What game is that, Dad?
Smart.
Right. Play what smart?
The foot game. We've been over this already. Guys, have you heard of acting casual? Because at the moment, people in China can tell that you're up to no good. So, at this point, I've just realized that I've been assuming that these guys are father and sons.
Sure about alarms.
But the movie never specifically says that.
I know.
Are they just a group of random criminals that happen to be different ages? Sometimes it seems like that, and then sometimes it seems like maybe they are related.
Stop!
I can't really tell.
Stuck.
Should we push or pull?
You're for real asking him for advice?
Just hold on.
He doesn't even know how to play the game that is also afoot.
What? We didn't even touch you.
Who was that?
That's a really good question, actually.
Something hit me in the head.
Who was holding that frying pan?
I don't see nothing.
There's no way the dog was doing it.
Hard.
Because frying pans weigh like a ton, and dogs' mouths aren't that strong.
An open window. And there's a ladder.
Oh, right. I assume the dog put the ladder there, too? You know, he held it in his mouth.
Who's this little one?
It can't be. Santa?
72 East Oak Park, huh? You're a long way from home.
And again, somehow the human voices coming out of actual human mouths sound worse than the dog's voices in this movie. I'm not even sure how that's possible.
Let's get you home before Christmas, little one.
If I get hungry, I'm eating you.
This little one in back needs to be with family.
Mommy, why is Santa such a bad actor?
Who are you?
I'm Columbus.
Why are you here?
To enslave the native peoples and force them to convert to Catholicism.
Nothing like sinking your canines into an intruder's arm, ripping it out of the socket, and going for the jugular. Now that's worth living for. Yeah, I'm calling it. This is definitely a prequel to Night of the Wild.
Hey! Stop!
You have our dog!
It's a real shame they had to cut the scene that came before this where somebody spilled 8,000 gallons of Astroglide on the road. Ah, yes, it looks like he's going for the skillful burglar trick of easily opening the window with no tools whatsoever. Gotta watch out for that one, guys. I recommend putting a thin gauzy sheet behind the window that you leave open. Burglars can't figure that out, ever. Why are you shushing them? Every car alarm in the county went off and no one came. You could stage a Taylor Swift concert in this neighborhood and no one would notice. You know, I gotta give props to this dog. He's working harder than I've ever seen any actor work in an Asylum movie.
Reindeer ant.
And I feel kind of bad that he doesn't know what kind of movie he's in. Don't you hate it when you break into what looks like an upscale house and their TV is 15 years out of date? What else do they have? Nintendo 64? Tamagotchi? A Palm Pilot? Oh yeah, I'm gonna steal all this lunch meat. Dude, seriously, step away from the refrigerator. That is not where they keep their valuables.
I shouldn't.
How are you the thin one? I think it was Sergeant Fatso in the Hall of Mirrors with the candlestick.
Hey, who wants tiramisu?
You okay, buddy?
And they killed him. They killed him by hitting him on the head over and over again.
So are these mousetraps.
Seriously, guys, he's like super concussed. Take him to a hospital.
Where did that dog come from?
Why does he have a rope?
Here's a better question. Why aren't you helping your badly concussed son? His brain is swelling as we speak. Irreversible tissue damage is happening. Best case, he ends up brain damaged. Worst case, he dies.
We're gonna have to make a break for it.
Oh, and also, it makes no sense that Bone was able to get the rope attached to the chandelier, but mainly I'm mad about the concussion thing.
Oh, nuts.
Stop thinking about food!
Who could that be?
Just ignore him. Let's pretend we're not home.
I think they know somebody's home already.
Yeah, we do! And we also know that you should go to a hospital to take care of that concussion! It's very serious!
My cousin, our family's other civil servant.
Quentin? That psycho?
Oh, man. That dude's bad news.
He's effective and an expert at this kind of thing.
Hello? Hello, this is Quentin. Hello? Who is this? You just called me up to laugh at me. I've had enough of these prank calls.
What do you mean you don't know the mayor? Hang on. Happy Time Pet Finders, how may I?
Yes, I'm trying to deliver your Hot Dog Bites Pizza Hut pizza, but I can't seem to find your house.
Stay put. Don't do anything. I'll be right there. Cindy, it's simple. No mayor. No bubbles.
Well, that's always been my motto.
This holiday season is about sharing and caring and about being jolly.
Dad.
Hey, let me finish, all right?
You know, I'm starting to understand why this kid doesn't respect you.
Not the little things.
Is a spare tire a little thing or a big thing?
The spare tire is a little thing, but it's a big thing. Oh! Hey! That's my tire!
Who are you yelling at? No one is stealing it. You're just a moron. You're gonna ask me how I made the door squeak so loud when it didn't squeak loud for anybody else. But that's just one of the tricks of the trade. You're also gonna ask me how I make my footsteps thump like that. I'm not gonna lie, it isn't easy.
You see that there, Chief? 3 stitches from a Great Dane who didn't care to be put down.
He was really good at stitching up wounds, though, which is impressive for an animal with no hands.
Bordeaux. Small, single-engine plane, carrying a cargo of illegal endangered animals. 14 French toy poodles.
Is one of poodles endangered?
Crash landed in the middle of the Atlantic.
No, go back. I want to hear about how poodles are endangered.
11 men went into the water.
Right, but what about the endangered poodles? Like, that doesn't seem very probable.
Didn't see the first poodle for about a half hour.
But French poodles aren't endangered.
11 incher.
Stop bragging about your penis and explain the endangered poodle comment.
It turns red. And despite all your pounding and hollering, those poodles come in and they just rip you to pieces.
Okay, I legitimately love this bit. I think it might be the funniest thing in the movie, which is not saying a lot, but it is pretty funny.
Bite, huh? Wait till you get a load of my bite.
Okay. How far are we going to take this Jaws metaphor? Because I personally am hoping that we take it all of the way. Every way imaginable. This is just a Jaws ripoff now, but with a dog and a house instead of a shark and a boat. Please let that be the movie now.
Where are you, you little mutt? Think you're smarter than me?
Is that a trick question?
What was I thinking?
I legitimately have no idea.
I'm out wherever you are.
Oh wait, no, that'll work. Now you've got him. Ignore all that disparaging stuff I said earlier.
Who did that? Was that the dog? Guys, I'm stuck. I'm very claustrophobic.
Okay, see, this right here, this isn't funny. This is just horrifying. Hitting someone comically on the head with a brick? That's funny. Hanging someone upside down in a small, tight, enclosed, dark space is just anxiety-inducing. Do you understand the difference? Do you, Bone Alone?
One pointed lawn dart.
Is this just a horror movie now? Oh! It's like Don't Breathe with a dog instead of the blind guy. And speaking of a blind guy, his eyes are never gonna work again. So that's great. Oh, great. Your son got a lawn dart up his butt. Your other son wiped hot sauce in his eyes. But yeah, no. You've got stuffed animals stuck to you. It's the worst.
Come rob a house, they say. Oh, steal a bunch of presents, they say.
No, they don't. Who says that? At this point, I'm fully expecting for the dog to have put acid in the plumbing somehow.
The walls are closing in. I just got skewered. And... oh.
I legitimately feel like they've given up at this point. They've gotten to the place where they're like, farts! Farts are funny, right? People like farts! Let's put some farts in there! That'll be funny, guys, right? Right? No.
Oh, gosh. Give me some warning, will ya?
All right, hold on.
Anybody out there? Anybody?
Okay, see, this scene is pretty good, but what we really need is to see him rip a massive fart in the water and then have to breathe the fart air and talk about how bad it smells, and then he dies anyway. That would be funny.
I got an idea.
I'm gonna do a load of laundry while we're here. It'll save us money at the dry cleaners. Oh yeah, I gotta love those push-button instant-on charcoal grills.
Wait.
They're the best.
It's kind of hot in here.
I've worked for the big guy quite some time, mostly herding reindeer.
You are so lucky, Santa. What I really want for Christmas is a rawhide stick.
Wait a minute.
A pig's
is
ear,
the dog
a
Santa Claus?
Ball. Oh, and one of those.
Or can Santa understand dogs?
But most of all,
what's going on?
Family to have a safe and happy holiday.
Hey, try pulling.
Hey, careful there. You almost got the Gain logo in the shot.
Why do I smell barbecue?
And that was the day that Jake discovered his true calling in life. Cannibalism. By a stroke of sheer dumb luck, the robbers managed to catch the evil dog that has been torturing them this whole time. And they're able to get on with their robbing of the house. I like to believe that the $15 pre-framed print from Walmart was the most valuable thing in the house. Oh yeah, used kitchen appliances. You'll be able to hawk those down at the pawn shop for as many as $4 or maybe even $5. Ah, it doesn't match my outfit. Alright, here's the bag of their unwashed laundry.
I can't believe you did all that on your own. That's an incredible journey.
No, you do not get to name drop the title of the book that got turned into Homeward Bound in this movie. Trust me, reminding people that there are better movies about pets out there is a bad idea.
All you have to do is find your bite, and I found mine.
I just love messing people up.
We might not have pitbull jaws or greyhound speed, but we have something other dogs don't have.
We're potty trained.
Okay, that was kind of funny.
And let's slip the dogs of war. Shakespeare wrote that.
Shakespeare? The cat down the street?
Wait, so has Bone read Shakespeare? Is that what we're saying in this scene? He's a dog that's well versed in the Shakespearean classics? Sure. Yeah. Why not?
They're gone! I can't believe that worked.
Yeah, neither can anybody else.
Common knowledge.
They got out.
They got out? How?
Maybe he picked the lock with like a wire hanger or something.
In this movie, that's not actually that unbelievable. What's your thinking here? That the dog is somehow hiding in the cooler? I mean, granted, it wouldn't be the least plausible thing the dog has done in this movie. So, either the dogs set the mouse traps with their paws, or the parents in this house are real jerks.
Let's turn up the heat.
I know I already said this, but still,
Keep it tight.
this isn't funny.
Clench it up.
This is the worst.
Oh.
No, still not funny.
What you got? Mano y doggo.
Actually, the man in mano y mano means hand. So technically it should be mano y diente. Colloquially, of course, there's quite a bit more leeway, so your phrase works too. Oh, are we starting? I'm sorry, I was having too much fun trying to bite these stuffed animals.
Hey, that's not cool.
I mean, he's not wrong. Keeping an entire stack of plates and silverware right next to your treadmill is A, incredibly stupid, and B, and perhaps more importantly, really counterproductive.
Now to ring your doorbell.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Ah!
Wait, what was that? I didn't mess with that edit. 1 second he was inside the house, the next second he was falling out of the sky. Is this some kind of weird superhero origin story? Guy breaks into house, meets magic dog, learns how to fly, learns the error of his ways? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking it. It's better than Fantastic Four.
Sound. I just wanted to go caroling.
I want to remind y'all, just in case you've forgotten the premise of the movie, a dog set all this up. Yeah.
Easy, make oven.
Our hero is a man with the power to summon lampshades from thin air, which leaves us with one question. Will he use his powers for good or for evil?
You did it, Bone!
No, you did it, buddy.
Yeah, you're right.
Don't get cocky, kid.
You know, Bone, you're really sending some mixed signals here. I want you to know that.
Hey, do you smell barbecue?
Well, that's not horrifying.
Take that.
Thank you, stranger.
Diesel!
And then the dogs ate the barbecue boy, and the day was saved. guys can see the people tied up on the floor, wrapped up with wrapping paper, right? I mean, it's great that your dogs are safe and all, but is this really how you're reacting to the situation? And so the family feasted on the flesh of the barbecued burglars, and they all lived happily ever after.
Could it be?
Nope. This isn't happening. I refuse to accept that this is actually happening in this movie. This is a dream. I will wake up soon.
So this is your new house.
Lampshades that can be magically summoned from the sky, I will accept. But this, I will not. I will not accept this. Do you hear me? This isn't happening.
Good to see you.
And that was Bone Alone. It's not a great movie, but you have to give it some points for being an awesome idea. Talking dogs in Home Alone is incredible and stupid, and as I've always said, exactly the kind of movie I want to see from the Asylum. The execution is a little bit off. Some of the things that the criminals go through in this movie are horrifying, to say the least, which doesn't really lend itself to comedy if you're just sitting there thinking, that really looks scary. I don't want them to have to go through that, even though they're weird van-driving postal service criminals that might or might not be father and son. There's a lot about this movie that's very, very confusing. But as an Asylum Christmas movie, I think it checks all the boxes. It's bonkers and wonderful and insane. I don't know if it's going to replace Santa Claus Conquers the Martians anytime soon, but it's giving it a whole heck of a try. Until next time, for Albert vs. the Asylum, I'm Albert, wishing all of y'all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.